my and mine and my husband's 36th wedding anniversary. Pretty cool. So just waiting here for an order. I'm at the park. It's beautiful and shady because it's going to be hot and humid today. So normally I like to go live in the evenings, but I'm hoping to get home early to celebrate the anniversary. So I thought, well, just for today, then I'll start doing the evenings again. So I've made $0 and I've only been out for about a half hour. So not looking good for the home team, you know. So I don't know, just chilling. So let's see. You can see the pretty part. It is nice and peaceful and settling. Nature is just so nice, you know. There's some birds. They flew away. People are out walking, getting it in before it gets too hot today, I'm sure. A car is pulling out. All right. So, we'll see what happens today. Every day is an adventure, right? My goal is just $100. So, be nice to do some chatting, make $100, be happy. Oh, there's somebody walking. It's so pretty back here. This is where I like to take the kids and my dogs. When they were back in the day, I would take my dogs here when we lived in the city, and they loved it. It was their favorite place. They get so excited. Unfortunately, my Cocker Spaniel wasn't the brightest dog, and around the bend here, there's like a little cliff, and then you go to a creek, and she would just try to jump off and go down, so I had to watch her carefully so she gets stuck. We go down to the water, and then for some reason she goes away and gets stuck on the cliff, and we have to call my husband's friend, and he had to bring his tree climbing gear and climb down the cliff to go get her. Scared me. My littlest dog was flipping out trying to go to her and get her to swim with her, but my Cocker Spaniel's like, nope, not happening. So it was definitely wild. So after that, she wasn't allowed to run loose or be adventurous, because she would just, it was like she wasn't very good at seeing. So she didn't realize she was running into a rock, or she didn't realize she was going off a cliff. So I just had to start really watching her closely. I don't know if that's a thing with Cocker Spaniels or what, but she was not the brightest dog. I loved her to death. She was so loving and so wonderful, but she definitely did not understand, what do you call it, whenever, like, distance. She didn't understand distance or understand the ends. She'd fall off the bed all the time. She just didn't understand the edges of things. All the way until she died at 15 years old. She still didn't understand things like that, you know? But yep, this is just a beautiful park that is in our city. A nice free community park. It's not a state park or anything, just a city park. They have a really nice fall celebration back here with hay bales and face paintings, but you have to take a hay ride back here. They don't let people park back here because they have it all open for the different activities. And then it starts with a golf course. If you go on a hike, you end up right at the edge of the golf course. I've gotten lost and walked the golf course back because it confused back there with all the trees and the trails. You're on a trail and just there is I'm gonna take this Walmart. It's only $6. I don't like Walmart, but at this point I'm desperate. I haven't had any orders at all. So but yes, I have got lost back in those woods right there. I've gotten lost and said forget it and walked the golf course. Plus they have little water stations and you get lost and you get thirsty, so thank goodness for the golf course. So 36 years of marriage is a long time. I'm shocked that we lasted that long. You know, we have, there's always something, right? And so it was weird to actually be able to make it, get through it. And then we're closer now than we ever have been. Best friends and everything. And so, you know, I know it's easy to give up. There's a couple of times we both felt like giving up. But at the end of the day, you know, that longevity gives you something that most people don't have, and be able to build that strength up. I think marriage is, it's a lot of work. It's harder. I think being married is harder than having kids. Kids break your heart. Or, you know, like it pulls at your heartstrings. But a marriage, you know, but you, at the end of the day, the kids will, you know, do what you say, or you can kind of negotiate. When it's another adult, it becomes definitely harder. And yet we're opposites. So we've had a lot of ups and downs. But here we are 36 years later, and we're strong. It's kind of a cool journey. You see people get divorced, and I mean, I'm sure there's times we might have or should have or something, but we didn't. And so it is definitely something that you have to work at and be committed to, be dedicated to. But I think there's reasons to be okay to dissolve a marriage. I know the way my mom was raised, you're not supposed to get married, you know, you're not supposed to get a divorce or whatever. And she was in a really bad marriage, so, but she didn't believe in divorce. And in that situation, she needed to get a divorce because, you know, her husband was an alcoholic and made really bad choices. So I think you have to really say, okay, there's certain things that I draw the line, you know. But marriage is, you know, very difficult, but very rewarding too. So they just opened this bridge, and now we have more work on it. I don't understand. They had it closed for so long. They should have just kept it closed until they were done with it. Maybe they're working on something else. So confusing, so confusing. I've been trying to think a lot about this YouTube stuff and what works, what doesn't work, what's interesting, what's not interesting. And I was flipping through a lot of different lives yesterday, just kind of flipping through for like 1 second. And it is so interesting what people watch versus what they don't watch. Like there was somebody with 500 views at the time, and they were just really not doing anything. So I was trying to figure out, well, what's interesting? What do I like to watch? I just like people being transparent and being real. I think that's fun, and seeing how other people handle situations or what they talk about. There was one person just reading the Bible, didn't have a lot of viewership, but I thought that was really neat. Somebody just sitting there reading the Bible. It was a young gentleman. I don't know his name or nothing. I was just kind of flipping through, trying to get some ideas. And I just thought that was so brave and personable, and should have subscribed to their channel, but I was doing some other things and just kind of flipping through. Never do that. Like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and watch a little bit of this or that, or then, oh, I forgot to fold the laundry. Oh, I forgot to do the dishes. So me, always something. We're on our way to Walmart. Not a Walmart person, but I haven't had any orders, so I'll take anything I can get at this point. I can't get on DoorDash until 11, and it's 9:45 here. So I figure this one order is not paying much, but it'll get me started, and then it should be close to time for me to be able to log in to DoorDash. So this is an Uber order, because Walmart doesn't do, DoorDash doesn't do Walmart here. What do you think? Is it harder to raise kids or stay married for a long time? They're so different. I think they're so different. There's just something about raising kids that is so pulls at your heart so much, you know. I hope it doesn't take long. We're going to the other Walmart in the area is super slow, and that's one reason why I don't take them. This one's usually fast, so I'm hoping. I haven't been here like forever and a day. Do you shop at Walmart? I don't really shop at Walmart much. The ones out in the country I don't mind, but the ones in the city I don't like. They just, I feel like there's something about the lighting is bad. Same thing with the dollar stores. Some of them, the lighting is so bad. And if they have poor lighting, I don't know, it just feels dirty or creepy or something. I like stores with bright lights. Like Target has bright lights. I really like that. It feels welcoming. I don't know if that's a marketing strategy to have poor light, you know, to have a dimmer lights, or is it better to have the brighter lights? But so many seem to have the dimmer lights. Boy, I do miss the, not that I ever bought them or anything, but I do miss the blue light special. It was just such a good joke, and it was funny, from Kmart. That's way back in the day. I do miss Kmart. We had one in the close by. You know, it was easy to buy stuff there. And I don't know, I liked it. But I did learn a valuable lesson. You know, I had my first child. I was young. I was 16 when I had my first child. And I wanted her to have some cute clothes, blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. And they had this cutest, like, blue jean coverall outfit with these pink old bows and a pink shirt. It was so cute. And then, I only let her wear it on special occasions, whatever. Second time she wore, all the bows fell off. And, I paid like $25 or $30. And back in the day, that was a lot of money for an outfit, you know. And then I switched over to JCPenney's and got the Okie Dokie brands. And they lasted through all 4 of my children. And they didn't tear up. They would have little bows on them, whatever. And I learned a very valuable lesson about how important it is to, quality over price or over anything. So I was reading the instructions. I don't know what we're picking up. Oh, it's groceries. Yuck. Hopefully, it's not a lot of groceries. My completion rate or cancellation rate is really high on Uber, so I gotta be good. But then later on, my kids went to soccer, and we were kind of with a different socioeconomic class, and learned a lot of valuable lessons, like all right, we didn't have a lot of money when we went because it was a traveling soccer team. So we would buy like McDonald's, get cheap meals at McDonald's just to survive it or whatever, right? And, you know, a couple hours later, my kids would be hungry. So I'd have to pack snacks and do all these things. But if I went with the team and we ate at a steakhouse with a salad bar and the kids got good, valuable food, they weren't hungry 2 hours later. I didn't have as many snacks. So at the end of the day, it was better to spend $40 on a meal instead of $20 on the meal because I was buying less snacks. It was healthier. They looked, you know, they were getting a better protein, a better everything, and not the, I'm just not a big fast food person. But I had to learn that lesson as a young mother. It's like, too bad they don't have a book about all these tips and tricks on, you know, being a wife and being a mother. And they do have some books and whatever, but a lot of them are like, oh, what's the word? Philosophical or whatever, and not everyday type of lessons. All right, made it to Walmart. A lot of times, my phone doesn't like to check in right for some reason. Okay, check in. We are there. Okay, it says we're here. Hopefully I could get this done in an hour. All right. Hi. How are you all? Thank you all for coming in and hanging out with me. Hope everything's going well for you on this lovely Tuesday. So just giving since it's my anniversary, just thinking about, you know, the past 36 years and what that looked like with raising 4 kids. And now we're getting ready to have an 8th grandbaby any day now. It'd be like totally cool if the baby was born today on our anniversary. But I wish the baby would have its own birthday though. So there are a lot of cars here. So it might take a little while at this Walmart. But hopefully not. Let's see. I always have so many issues. But I gotta try something. Better than nothing. What is, do you have any tips or tricks or advice for the young mothers out there, young wives? I think the house cleaning tip that I would give is to make sure everything has a home. That was the hardest thing for me. Like, how do I keep my house clean? How do I organize stuff? And once I realized if everything has a home, then it makes it super easy to do laundry or to do the dishes, because that was always the obstacle. Oh, I don't want to put these clothes away. Where am I going to put all these wash rags or whatever? And then once I figured out if everything has a home, it makes it so much better and easier. I have a junk drawer. I think everybody needs a junk drawer, but what goes in the junk drawer sometimes can be a struggle too. Like, okay, just pens or whatever. I have a drawer that has just like my measuring cups and those odd and end like spoons and stuff. So that makes it okay. I know where that goes. So that's my house cleaning tip. Make sure everything has a home and you know where everything goes. And then it's super easy to clean. I was not a good housekeeper. I'm still not a great housekeeper, but at least my house is straightened up. It just needs vacuumed. I need to vacuum more often, probably. Like half of my floor is carpeted and half of it is like tile. So it just, I can't just swipe it, you know. So that's frustrating. Oh, they gave us we got a happy anniversary post Oh, it says, thank you, Christina Moore and Travis Moore, for taking the kids on Bend Adventures this summer. They had a blast. Love you both. Oh, how sweet. Sometimes those little things mean a lot, right? Oh. All right, I'm just going to reply to this. And tell them I love them. To the moon and back. Do you have a special saying you say to your babies? That was so sweet. Sitting here talking about the grandkids, and then they send me a little thank you for the summer post on Facebook. So crazy. Hope they hurry. It's like hot out here today. Let's check out the weather. All right, it's supposed to be it says it feels like 75. Maybe it's just the sun glaring down. But today's supposed to be the hottest day. All those air conditioners running at oh, it's 81, feels like 90, and it's only 10 o'clock. So you know it's going to be a rough one today. We have a heat advisory until tomorrow night at 8. Last night when I got done, I was trying to hurry home because it was starting to lightning and everything. Got stuck right into all the wind and all the storms. It was crazy. So, oh well. Hopefully tonight won't have that. I'm hoping to go home early today. I just need to make a quick 100 and then go home and celebrate the anniversary. This might be a really bad idea. My car uses a lot of oil, so I can't leave it running, or I would turn on the air conditioner, but I might have to here in a minute. Sun is definitely bright today. That's not good, is it? What are y'all doing this Monday? Or this, no, it's Tuesday. What are y'all doing this Tuesday? Are y'all at work listening? Are you in the car doing dishes? That's usually, I listen to a lot of people's lives while I'm doing dishes. I was listening to lives this morning, and I didn't write anything on there or anything. I just listened while I worked. Hey HRH, how are you doing today? Thank you for the good wishes. I hope you have a wonderful day too. Anything exciting going on with you this Tuesday? Is it as hot where you're at as it is here? Ugh, I'm sweating already. Aw, thank you for stopping in. Really appreciate it. I don't really know a lot today. Just reflecting on everything. Ooh, these people are getting a whole bunch of groceries. I hope my groceries don't look like that. That's a bad thing about getting the Walmart orders. You never know what you're gonna get. But there's about 3 cars ahead of me, so I can't really unassign or I'm gonna get kicked off the app. So I might have to turn this on just for a few minutes and get pulled off the internet. Yesterday, I think the heat index got to 11. And today I think it's supposed to get worse. So I don't know. I'm just like, oh, I bet that's mine. It's huge. Is that all mine? It's huge, guys. a nightmare. Okay, thank you, Mom. Okay, this is the worst order ever. My whole back is full of sodas and waters. This is awful. I don't know if I could do this. Wish me luck. There's so much drinks, and my whole trunk is nothing but waters and sodas. I'm so sad. All right. They want it behind their stairs, blah, blah, blah. Probably ain't gonna happen. It's gonna take me an hour to unload my car. Why would you do that? You know, it's like, I'm only getting paid $6. Oh well, I knew there's a reason why I don't take Walmart orders. But I took it, I have to suck it up. But a horrible way to start the day. Oh man. Horrible way. Do you ever do that, like, you think everything's going well, and then you can have a good day, and then something, you know, especially at the beginning of the day when it starts off like that, it's just like, really? So, I'm very disappointed. How do you order that many drinks and expect somebody to carry all that? Plus, my whole back's full too. I hope I can park close. If not, I don't know how I'll handle it. I'm speechless. I'm just like, what? If I don't get a tip for that, I will be so mad. Because it's going to hurt everywhere carrying all this. I'm hoping get close. If I can get real close to the drop-off, then it won't be bad. And that worked out for me yesterday. I had that big order, and I was able to park right by their door, and it made it super easy, not a problem at all. So there's lots and lots and lots of drinks. My whole trunk's full of drinks. So if I could park by the door, I'll be all right. No. I'm scared. The other day, I'd gotten an order for 50-pound bags of mulch. I think it was like 8 bags or something crazy, and I just can't physically do that. A 1 bag I can tap it out. But that many bags, and they wanted at their door, and the door wasn't closed. I just left it this side yard, as close as I could get. And I mean, that's the best I could do. So many things. Sometimes so many things stress you out. It's like this and this. Just for me, I just try to deal with one thing at a time. So today right now I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to deliver this order. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. I cannot believe I took this nightmare of an order. You ever had a nightmare order? Then they send me an order for $10 going 20 miles. But I mean, I kind of feel like I deserve it because I did let my cancellation rate get really high. So is it my fault? No, I'll probably be in tears by the time I deliver this. So stressing out. All right, you can watch all the crazy stuff. Hey, Giggler, how are you today? I'm stressing out a little bit because I took a really bad order. Has very heavy. And they have very specific instructions, so not really thrilled. And it's not going to pay much, so I'm stressing. You're good, awesome. I'm glad you're good. I appreciate you being here. Hope all is well. All right, I'm going to read these instructions one more time. Let's see where we're going. I don't know where they're wanting this, but by the back door. Okay. I don't even see it. So it said leave it by the back door, but I don't see a back door. So I've got to turn around and see if I can find it. We'll turn around. Everybody has a car. Alright, we'll turn around in a second. If they think I'm going to walk very far with all these groceries, they're wrong. So, and I've delivered here before. They do not tip, so I don't really care at this point. Because I'm more worried about my body than I am about money, you know. I had surgery yesterday on my, because, oh, I'm so sorry you have lung cancer. That's terrible. I apologize for that. Okay, they want it at their back door, but I do not see a back door by the stairs. Maybe it's somewhere else. gonna be honest. I'm gonna leave it where I want to leave it. Let's see what it says. I can't do it. It ain't happening. The worst order ever. Forgot to scan the barcode. Okay, that'd be the worst order ever. Now I found my keys. All right. It was an inch. It was okay. All right, good. Hi, Wayne. How are you? It is my anniversary today. Yes. We made a 36-year mark. So crazy. So that was a Walmart order. My whole trunk was full of drinks and lots of food. My whole back seat, everything was full. Paid $6. I'm trying to deliver all of this. Waters, everything was horrible. They had everything blocked, so I unblocked stuff so I could get back where he wants it. I guess it wasn't perfect. He comes out cussing, and so I didn't even talk to him after that. I was so distraught. So definitely a really bad order. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know how to make that. Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate that so much. Travis will appreciate it too. That's so sweet. You know, I'm like, I thought I would go live this morning so I could go home this evening and do something with him. I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I can't get on DoorDash for another 15-ish minutes. I just want to come out, make a quick 100, and then go out. I saw other people hit like. I wonder why. Okay. Oh, there it goes. I guess I was hitting it weird. Trying to learn all these things. I've been watching other YouTubers, trying to learn. The Real Dina is really helpful, and DJM. I'm trying to learn from them. So, trying different things and new things. Then I saw where they hit likes on things that I didn't know you could do. So, aw, you're so sweet. Yep, 36 years. It's crazy. You know, I was just talking about today is just reflection for me. It's like how all those years raising the kids and being married, how it's easier in a way to raise kids than be married. Because kids, you can kind of, all right, you have to clean your room, you have these rules, but when it's another adult, it is doesn't work that way. So I'm sure there was times where we both felt like, I know there was times when we both were like, but the longevity is such a reward. And then we can go back and laugh at those times when we were ready to say, nope, we're done. So it's fun to laugh at those. It wasn't fun while we lived in those times, though. I think that longevity gives you something that, you know, you just can't describe or anything until you experience it, and just being able to fight through it and make it happen has definitely been such a wonderful reward. I figured it must have been an awfully big order with all the bags you had to unload. Oh, it was. And got paid $6. And then the guy coming out cussing and acting like a fool. I was terrified. I didn't even say, at first I said, are you okay? Is everything okay? And he just kept cussing. So I just hurried up and delivered it. And I hurried back out to my car as fast as I could, but there was so much. And I don't know how somebody drinks that many sodas. But he wanted it right at his door. But there was so much. I was started at one spot and I was going to work towards his door. And I think he was mad because I started away from his door so I can work my way. Because I wanted the cold food by his door, non-cold food away. I thought that made the most sense. But he just wanted to cuss and throw a bed, and it stunk really bad. And he was very unkept. So, yeah, I don't expect a tip from this. It was terrible. I normally don't do Walmart orders, but I'm waiting to get on DoorDash. And I thought, why not? It was such a horrible decision. Oh well, I've been out since 9 o'clock. I started around 9:30 on my live, and that was the only order I've gotten. I know I heard my Uber going off. I was delivering those groceries, but I just wanted out of there as fast as possible. I wasn't trying to stick around or mess with my phone or anything. I wanted out. Because I didn't know, I didn't see his face. I just saw him, and I heard him cussing and acting like a fool. So I knew it wasn't safe. Just, I don't know what kind of mindset he was in. If even that's what he was cussing about. I have no idea. But I knew I wanted out. Some people are just ungrateful. Paul Garrett. Okay. I'm going to take this, I guess. It is a package. And that always scares me. But it's going where I like to dash. So a lot of times it's people. Alright, let's see. I don't really know what this package is going to be, but it'll give me, okay, so we're going to pick it up from where I like to dash. I thought that's where I was delivering it to. So who knows? Even if you're ungrateful, I just wish, you didn't come out cussing and acting like a fool and making me nervous. I didn't like that. Hello, I am from the Real Bean. Oh yes, Big 3 Dashing. I subscribed to you last night, and I started watching a replay of One Year Lives. I think it said in Greensburg. I think that was you, right? If not, then it was somebody else, but I thought it was you because I typed in. But I did subscribe to you, and thank you for jumping in here. I appreciate you. Sometimes what I said earlier, sometimes I listen to lives or listen to people's videos, but I don't always get to comment or anything because I have it playing on my TV and you can't comment on my TV. And then I'm cleaning house or getting ready for the day. I was listening to The Real Dean this morning while I was getting ready for work, but I didn't, comment. He didn't know I was in there. But sometimes it's just easier to have it on my TV while I do what I need to do. I try to conserve my batteries on my phone. Okay, yes. So I was watching one of your replay lives. I didn't get to watch all the way through it, but I watched some of it last night. I'm trying to catch everybody as I see them in other people's lives or other people's comments and trying to subscribe as much as I can. I just really want to support the community. We have such an awesome community. I'm trying to be supportive. Everybody's so supportive of me, and I want to return the favor, and also I enjoy it, And I'm like, I think that's Indiana. And then I heard on your GPS, Indiana's road, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yep, okay. Well, at least that's what I thought. I might have dreamed that up. But awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. I learned so much from everybody. Even, I've got over 10,000 lifetime deliveries on DoorDash. And I've been doing that forever. So I feel comfortable with that. But there's so many other things I can learn. And then they keep updating the apps. And it's nice to see, oh, this person knows how to navigate this new update. Or this is how they do YouTube. I have no idea how to do YouTube. I'm definitely fish out of water when it comes to YouTube stuff. I do that too. I lurk more than comment as it helps with watch hours either way. That's my thought too. Plus I like listening, but yeah, lurk. I feel bad for doing that, but sometimes it's just I'd rather give them the watch hours or the support than nothing. So I figured, well, I'll just be a lurker, a creeper, as my daughter would say. You're just a creeper, Mom. I'm not really. I'm trying to be helpful. I'm trying to be supportive. I'm not trying to be creepy. I just, I can only do what I could do. Especially, I forget whose live I was watching one day, or video or something, and I was doing my dishes and I wanted to comment on something that was said, but my hands are wet and soapy, and I'm like, oh well, I'll skip on that one. But it's nice to have, it's better than watching something that nobody gets credit for, a rerun of something. I do watch reruns of Survivor though. That is my downfall, I guess. I love watching reruns of Survivor. I dash in several cities in Indiana and will be dashing in other cities. Well, let me know if you come this way, and maybe we can do like a split screen or something. I don't know if you're interested. And I go up, Scottsburg's probably my most north I go. I do Madison, Scottsburg, Clarksville, New Albany, Jeffersonville. Charlestown, Sellersburg is not really that good. I do it sometimes, like it's very busy right now, but you'll go up there, do a couple of orders, then it's a 14 to 24 minute wait or something. So I try to avoid that, except on the weekends, or I'm desperate. If I'm desperate, I do it. I like the area, it's just not very profitable. Another hot day, and horribly hot. It's already 90 degrees it was at 10 o'clock, so not a good thing for sure. But if it keeps the dashers away and it keeps people ordering, I can make my quick 100 and go home. That's my goal for today. Just make 100 as fast as possible. So far, not so good. Yes, we're uniting with over 100 heat index. Yes. At one point yesterday, the heat index was 111 here. And then on my way home, I started seeing lightning, and I'm like, oh, I gotta hurry home. I had to stop to get oil. My car drinks oil more than it drinks gas. And so when I stop to get the oil, I'm on my way home, I get stuck in the terrible storm. I'm like, tag on the luck. And as I'm driving, there's like tree limbs hanging from the wires, and I'm like, oh, glad when I finally got home, I was so glad. I was like, oh. And then here we are, we're watching, we're going to do a Survivor 50 season in the spring. So trying to catch up on all the old players. So we're watching a lot of the old Survivor seasons. So we sit down with our dinner, start watching the Survivor show. Next thing we know, we both asleep. We missed a whole episode, so we had to have been asleep at least 45 minutes. And we're both like, were we asleep? And so it was nice to be home and not worry about the storm, and then went right to sleep. I guess the day just wore me out being so hot. And right now they're having a lot of mechanical issues, like maybe because of the heat. A lot of like belts and stuff are melting. So he's having to be on the side of the road working on all this equipment. So he is definitely, very hot and exhausted when he gets home. They think that they're going to be in the shop where it's cool, and then somebody calls, hey, the belt melted or whatever, and then out on the road he goes. So I know he was on the road a lot yesterday, on the side of the road working on all the equipment. And of course it's like painting equipment, so you're on blacktop. You have all the asphalt in the trucks, and I think it's 300 something degrees, and he has to fix the paver or whatever, so it's even hotter than what we feel. So I feel bad for the guy. Do you dash in North Vernon? This is a new city I will dash at. I have not dashed in North Vernon. Do I go to North Vernon? Yes. How was I there the other day? Oh, I was just cutting through. But my kids used to do basketball tournaments and stuff in North Vernon. I have not dashed there. So, but that's not too awful far from me. And in August, I plan to do dual live streams with other gig tubers. So I'm game for split screen. Awesome. That'd be great. I think it'd be cool. I was telling Dean, I think it'd kind of be cool if we're in the same zone and do it and see what hits your phone versus what hits my phone. I don't know. I think it would be kind of interesting to see. Is it, you know, does it matter what your stats are? Does it matter what makes this order come to your phone versus my phone? And, or do we get the same kind of things? I think it would be interesting. A lot of dashers I meet, when I first started, I met some great dashers, and we would chat about what we were getting and how much we were getting paid and trying to learn. We were trying to learn together. But a lot of dashers now, they're not going to tell you anything. It's all secret. And I'm like, okay, so I don't ask anymore. Where before I'm like, oh, how many miles? How much, you know, I'm not being nosy. I'm just trying to understand, what do I need to do for better orders to hit my phone? Or, you know, or maybe them. Maybe I was getting a better order and this is what I've got. These are my stats or something. But it's hard to do those conversations nowadays. Where before I was lucky and I had some great, I wouldn't say mentors, but co-workers, I don't know what you want to call them, but I had some really good ones in the area that taught me. They're all gone now. Some moved away, some said, you know, gave it up or whatever, or we're just don't see each other. So I miss that, having those conversations. Those are fun to watch. I think they're fun to watch too. I think it's interesting, and I liked doing them. Definitely take some pressure off of you as the only person on your live, and also, oh, what did you get? I think it's interesting. And we still beat Virginia, so it's all good. I liked that we beat Virginia, the state. What would be cool is if you, me, and Dean in the same area at the same. Oh, that would be awesome. Yes. And I don't know your name. I'm sorry. Big Three. Do you like to just go by Big Three, or do you like a certain name to go by? But that would be really neat. Terry's Gigs said to have more than, because if you just do YouTube, you can go live together. That's only 2 people. She said you have to have StreamYard to have more than 2. And I have not looked at that. DJ. Okay. So there's DJM and then DJ. That's okay. I think I remember, because whenever I was watching Gene the other day, he was in Edinburgh and someone kept saying, oh, DJ's by the bridge, or DJ's that, and that was you. I see. It's all coming together. Takes me a while. Sometimes I'm a little slow at some of this, but okay, DJ. Awesome. But that would be cool. But I think we have to have StreamYard, is what Terry Giggs told me. So, if you want more than 2. Unless you know something I don't know. Because we had talked about doing, she had mentioned all of us doing it, like, do 6 of us, all in different states. Because I guess that's the most you maybe can have. And try to find somebody from all different states to do it. But I haven't heard back. So I don't know if that ended up being off the table. But I thought that would be a lot of fun. You know, all of us doing it at the same time, but in different states. It'd be fun all for like the 3 of us to be in the same zone. And I don't mind driving in North Vernon or Edinburgh. I'm a little leery about Indy, just because I'm not real sure about it. When we used to do soccer in Indy, and my go-to was just find Meridian. I could get back to anything if I go to Meridian, but I get lost a lot up there. And we did a lot of soccer. My daughter played for the Olympic Development Program, and so in the summer it was a lot of Indy activities, and then in the winter we would go to DePaul University, I think, something D, and I just liked the restaurant that was nearby, the Monon restaurant or something. But anyway, so I just have a fear, a little bit of Indy, because I would get lost so often. And they didn't sell sweet tea. And here it is summer, and we're at soccer all day. Like, these would be like weekend or day trips. It wasn't like a couple of hours. And I could get to the soccer field and back on 465 or whatever, or go to Meridian. Those were my only places. So I really would not like to do Indy. But any other place I'm pretty good about. And I'm just what? Hour and a half south of Indy. Or used to be. I assume it's no that's with no construction or anything. Dashing Maverick knows how to StreamYard really well, so we could ask him. Okay, I haven't heard of Dashing Maverick. Okay, great. The more we learn, the better we can be, you know. So I was thinking about that before I went on live. I'm like, here I am in my 50s, been married 36 years, 4 kids, 8th grandbaby on the way, and I'm still able to learn and try new things. How exciting, how fun, right? So I feel so blessed to be able to learn new things and not afraid to explore my comfort zones and non-comfort zones. I'm slowly trying to work on getting out of my comfort zone. My car is my comfort zone. So yesterday I started doing devotions for my backyard, and that's a huge step for me because I only like to do stuff in my car. I tried in my office, I don't like it. So I'm trying to do a devotion video in the mornings for my backyard. I want a different scenery, but I don't know yet. I'll work up to it, but I love being able, I just feel so blessed that being able to learn and be able to retain information. There for a while, my brain got real sluggish, and I had to just kind of up my vitamins and kind of change my eating habits. And I read that, you know, once you hit like your 50s or whatever, that happens. So I just felt like I was gonna lose all this stuff in my brain, and now I feel so blessed because whatever happened, you know, I'm able to retain information. My brain quit being sluggish. I don't know if that happened to anybody when they turned 50 or around 50, if their brain just got sluggish. And how did you bounce it back? So that was very scary for me when my brain got sluggish, because I like to be in control, I like to think, I like to learn, and it was kind of scary for a second. But then I just took like some potassium, magnesium, drank a lot of water, try to pay attention to my foods. I don't do fast, I don't eat enough foods, and I know what do you call it? Not prepared. But we have all those foods with all those weird chemicals. I try to think about that a little more. I wish I ate more fresh vegetables. I think that would be helpful. But you almost don't even know what's in those. What kind of sprays did they put on those vegetables in those fields? Or, you know, so I wish there was a true organic. You know, you go to the store and it says organic. It doesn't mean it's organic. Not truly organic. Alright, they're saying this road's closed. And I don't know if I'm going to get through or not get through. We will see. I don't know what they're working on. I don't even know where I'm going, actually. Okay. I'll meet you at the front door. Paul Garrett's closed from 10th Street or 62. You'll need to come in through International. Okay, good. So I don't know if it's a person, if it's an actual package. I'll have to warn them on YouTube if it is a person. It's been a mess. All right, I'm just gonna spray my car with some, just in case